Alright guys, so I want to make this video for a while. I'm a casual ARPG player. I loved Diablo 2 as a child. Then I played D4 a couple of years ago. So I wanted to test PO2. There are so many people, great big YouTubers saying that this game is amazing. And so far I heard very positive reviews of PoE in the first installment. And a lot of people are saying that the first installment was actually not beginner, or let's say casual friendly, because if you mess up somewhere on the road, you're more or less done and you have to do your homework before you get to the game, so it's not really that much casual friendly. I wanted to test PoE too. So I went into the game with just a few videos that I saw in YouTube, videos like which are the ascensions, which are the classes, what is the crafting system, stuff like this. And so far I can tell that this game is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Now, as a casual, I got completely destroyed on a couple of occasions, and I absolutely loved it. Because the game is so great that even if you get stomped somewhere, you want to progress. You know, you want to become better in that game. It is super strange because the very first 10 levels, it was easy. It was like you're playing Diablo. I mean, there was a couple of bosses, a little bit more difficult, but nothing special. Then around level 15, 13, 14 in that range, I died for the first time because I severely underestimated the most. I was like, oh wow, okay, so I have to be careful, don't get surrounded. That's very important. I, by the way, died in this area just before, a couple of minutes ago because I got surrounded, and I was like, huge mistake. Anyways, and then I reached Act 1 boss. Oh my god, that was horrible. The Act 1 boss in this game is... I have no clue how to describe him because I never raged that much, ever. So it was the first time when the game was telling me, you know what, there's something that you're doing wrong. You have to come prepared for that fight. But anyways, after like 30 or 40 minutes of struggle, I managed to beat the final boss of Act 1 with my build that probably sucks because I have no clue what I'm doing. It's something like a chaos damage over time build with minions, with skeletons, stuff like this. Super weird build, but that's the best I can do. Once again, I didn't watch any tutorials, anything. I had no experience in Path of Exile, so I want to see how it will go. And I haven't experimented much, to be honest with you. I was just straight into the game. I wanted to see how much it's going to be a pleasant experience if you're casual and you don't really pay that much detailed attention to your passive skills, to your supportive gem, stuff like this. So I don't really create something extraordinary, just casually play the game. And so far it's great. Now, apart from the very first boss, I learned my lesson and I had only one more difficult boss fight. In a general case, I'll take my time, just farm around, get a little bit of experience levels, and then approach a fight if I believe the fight is difficult, such as there was a boss in Act 2, like a Colossi or something. It was a challenging fight, so the first time when I saw it, I was like, you know what, I'm going to come a little bit later. So I leveled up 3 or 4 levels, then came back and beat it for the third attempt or something. So at the end of the day, my point is, the game is beautiful, the fighting is beautiful, the bosses are well designed, the stages are well designed, it's amazing. Act 2 is super beautiful. And at some situations, you tell yourself, you know what, I want to become better in this game because this game is awesome. So at the end of the day, if you, let's say, a casual player who absolutely don't want to spend anything in like rethinking your strategy, stuff like that, just want to mindlessly kill monsters, then I believe this is not the game for you. But if you're a casual player, you don't mind being challenged here or there, Path of Exile 2 still is going to be great. I consider myself as a casual player, probably a little bit above average. Nowhere the level of players like Woodage or Rock, stuff like this. But I believe I'm having a lot of fun in the game. Even if my build sucks, I just enjoy the game. It is a great game. It is very well designed. Once again, I actually loved and hated when I got stomped by the boss in Act 1. I was like, I expected such type of boss to be the final boss of the campaign, but for some weird reason, for some great reason actually, this was the final boss of Act 1, and I'm yet to discover the final boss of Act 2. I don't know what it's going to be, but probably going to get stomped again. I hope I don't, because I have to really then consider changing entirely my strategy, my skills and everything, and probably I'm going to read a guide. I don't know. I want to see how far I can get without reading anything. I just want to like do damage and beat everything. So I'm going to read something eventually, but for now I'm just enjoying the game. And this is the positive. So if I have to summarize, even if you're casual, if you don't mind spending a little bit of time researching stuff like this, you should enjoy the game. You will enjoy the game actually. If you're a casual who absolutely don't want to, you just want to mindlessly grind and relieve some stress, then this is not the game for you, unfortunately. At least not until the boss of Act 1. After the boss of Act 1, it's kind of... At least Act 2 so far has been okay. Another thing, when it comes to the negatives, I don't like the send to power thing. I absolutely hated it, especially the last boss. Now, I don't mind being challenged, but this thing, it's like you just have to ascend, like your character becomes some kind of a variety of its own. But I hated it that I have to go through all these rooms to do so many things, and then you have a boss that... Even I approached the fight like 2 times with a 80% of my honor. I had no chance in hell of beating it, so I have no idea how this is going to be beat. And I hope that when it becomes stronger, it's going to be easier, because currently I just stopped trying. It's pointless. This is the only thing that I absolutely disliked about this game. But probably it's maybe that I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. But the reality is, I hated the send to power thing. I hated the last boss. I like the rooms and the stuff before, but in my opinion, the last boss, killing the last boss, shouldn't be all about your honor, or let's say you should receive some kind of honor boost so that you can start the fight with twice the honor you started the whole campaign with. Because in my opinion, it's way too difficult. It's way too difficult. There are so many RNG projectiles there. You're going to get hit no matter what you do, no matter how good you are. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Generally, I'll give PoE, considering that I am in the end of Act 2 so far, it's like a solid 9 out of 10, and in my opinion, it's only going to get above that grade. See you next time, guys, and have an amazing rest of your day. Take care.
Perfect.